Hello everybody, it is 12:56 on Sunday. Casey ended up waking up super early again at like 8 a.m. Did a catheter, turned the TV on in the bedroom, and he stayed there until I was ready to get up at like 11:30. I had a hard time falling asleep last night. I kept getting hot, so I was super tired, and I also just I've been up late because I do all the things for him throughout the day, and then like after he goes to bed is my time to catch up on like finishing the video and editing it and then uploading it and then getting myself ready for bed, cleaning up the kitchen or, cleaning up my bedroom, putting some laundry away, just doing like other tasks that didn't get done throughout the day. So I usually am up quite a bit later than he is. And then I have to check him again like for a catheter before I go to bed. So that's one thing I did last night is I got in bed, I started to doze off and I was like, oh shit. It's been a few hours since I've done a catheter. I should probably get up and do it. And I almost didn't because I had just done one like 3 hours before and he hadn't had a lot of fluid before bedtime. However, I'm glad I did because it was like 3:15, but by the morning time it would have been extremely full. So, yeah. I found some of I had to go digging through boxes last night because I needed to find my contact lens solution. I ran out and I'm like, oh crap. I know I have a whole Costco size box in one of these packing boxes, but no idea where it is. I found it though. But I have a package of stuff that I ordered. So these are practical things, not like, oh cool, the practical. So this is, I have so many of like the electrolyte drinks for Casey, and I have like little organizing containers in my cabinet, but I have so many electrolyte packets that I don't know, what am I trying to say? They take up so much space is what I'm trying to say. So what is the point of this? What's the point of this? This goes here, but like why? Do I need to put this on this and then there? I guess we'll do that. No, we're not gonna do that. I don't know what that is for. But this is, it literally says it's for electrolyte drinks. So it's an organizer that you can put just about anywhere. So I'm gonna put it on my fridge because those electrolyte liver packets, like the hydration packets that Vanessa just got me, that have like the liver support, are gonna be really nice, but they're still in the packet because I don't want to mix them up with like the liquid IVs and the element packets and the relights and the other things that I have. So I'm gonna use this. It just is gonna magnetize to my refrigerator, and then when he's ready to get like a bottle of water, I just grab one and I don't have to go digging through my cabinet. So it's gonna be pretty cool. Make my life a little easier. And right now my laundry room is a disaster because there's just shit everywhere. There's like brooms and mops and things just all over the place. So I need to get a larger form of this to like possibly hang my vacuum cleaners on, but I probably shouldn't be mounting anything in a rental. But I got these to mount the brooms and the things to keep them off the floor because it's driving me insane. If there's one thing about me, is I have really, really bad unmedicated OCD. And it's not like I need to touch things 1,000 times OCD. I mean, sometimes I do need to like go back and tap something or like before I leave the house. But for me, a lot of it is like I need to quadruple check doors. Like when I would go home from work at nighttime, I would have to take a video of myself locking the door at work, like locking all the doors, and I'd have to text Casey, I locked all the doors, and then I would text myself, I locked all the doors, so I had a video proof, and I texted myself and Casey, and then I would still get off base or to the front of base, which is probably 10-15 minutes, and I'd still turn around and go back. Sometimes I'd get home and I'm like, shit, I know I'm looking at this video, but I don't believe this video of me logging it. So I'd have to go all the way back. Otherwise, like, I just wouldn't be able, my brain wouldn't be able to stop. I was on medication for it. It was like for a mixture of like anxiety, depression, and OCD, and it was working pretty well, but it made me have absolutely no feelings at all. Like, I felt like a zombie. Like, I didn't care about anything. So, and that's not really a realistic way to live, in my opinion. Completely numb to everything. So, yeah, I have really bad OCD. It's unmedicated right now. So all of the things on the counters are driving me insane. They make me want to crawl out of my skin, to the point where, like, I just want to throw everything away. All of the things like bunched up in the corners of my laundry room are making me want to crawl out of my skin. Like, I'm just avoiding going in there. I go in there for drinks because we have like Casey's mini fridge in there that he had in the garage. We have that in there. We're just using it for drinks, to keep them out of the fridge, like the main fridge, because this one is much smaller. This is a side-by-side. So it is so much smaller than what I'm used to. So we have all of like our sodas and protein shakes and juices in the mini fridge in the laundry room. So I just go in there to do laundry and like make it quick, and then grab a drink and then come right back out because I can't stand all of the clutter in there. So I'm hoping these will help. So we'll try that. And I have another Amazon package coming today. Casey is feeling good today. He just got his second steroid of the day, which is the last one. So things are going well, knock on wood, so far. I do need to run to Walmart to get, like I said last night, a cube shelf for in here so I can finish unpacking my office. Since the one I had is completely ruined. And I need to get a couple things from like the grocery store or whatever. So I'm gonna be doing that today as long as he continues to feel good. Yeah, so that's on the agenda today. Like I said, I have a couple more packages coming. I think it's just shirts for Casey. This year for our anniversary, it's hard to shop. Well, it's hard to shop for him because, you know, I can't get, like I said the other day, I can't get the things that I would normally get for him, like hunting and camping things, because it doesn't really make sense because he can't do those things. So I had to think outside the box this year and be practical with it. So I got him some long sleeve shirts, a sweatshirt that zips up the sleeves for when he's in his infusions, because he gets a little bit chilly. And they do have blankets for you there, but I'd rather him be able to have access to his own jacket, so and he won't have to take it off. So I got that for him, and I got him like a long sleeve 49ers, just like regular long sleeve shirt. So yeah, all right, and I'll show you guys those when they come in. I'll see you later. All right, we, being myself and you guys, are on our way to Walmart to go get a cube shelf. It's a beautiful day, except, you know, it's hot as shit outside. Like I've said before, we live like kind of on a golf course. Like the house across the street from us is on the golf course. So I drive by the golf course every day, and everybody's out playing golf, and it's such a beautiful day, and I really wish we could go out and play golf. I think that I could get Casey on the golf cart, but I think it would just be too hot for him. So maybe once it cools down, I can go golfing and he can come along with me and just like, we'll play like 9 holes or something. But he did mention wanting to go play golf for the first time in a while, like in months and months and months, because when he was in PT at Georgetown, his physical therapy was like swinging a golf club. So he hasn't mentioned that in a while. So he said he wanted to go. He mentioned like playing golf. I don't remember the exact context or what he said, but I'm hoping that once we get him, you know, up and moving a little bit better, he's able to, I don't know, play a hole or play 1 hole every 2 or 3 holes, and not even like the whole thing, like maybe, I don't know, chip it up to the green and do some putting or something. I'd be more than happy to pay for like a round of 9 holes for him just to do like a couple of holes like that while I play, because that's something that we both really enjoyed doing together as the weather was cooler, like as it was warming up from winter and as it was cooling off from summer. So, and that's usually something we did like on our birthdays and anniversary, is go play golf. Obviously that's not really in the cards this year. Our anniversary is on the 6th, so it's like in a week and a couple of days. A week tomorrow. So he did really well walking today. He got out of bed and he walked from our bedroom through like the formal sitting dining room area all the way to the kitchen, and he could have made it all the way to his recliner. I have no doubt about that, because he was more than willing to continue going. It just made me nervous because he's never walked with his walker on the tile, and if he hits that tile, it's not going to be good. So it made me a little bit nervous. He wasn't wearing like grippy socks. He was just wearing like his regular clothes barefoot. So that seemed like a recipe for disaster, it being the first time walking on tile with his walker, even though we were following right behind him with my mom was following right behind him with the wheelchair, which is also crazy because normally when he walks, especially farther distances like this, he's getting support from both sides. This time it was literally just me, and I wasn't even holding on very much. Like, he was doing most of it by himself, which was the most impressive part. So he, minimal help, made it super far. I just panicked. So this is why we have physical therapists, because the physical therapist won't panic like the wife will. So it went really well. Maybe tonight I'll put some grippy socks on him and we can see if he has the energy to make it from his recliner to the bedroom. I don't know that he will, but we'll see. But he's gonna have to go. That one's just a little like conflicting to me because that's a lot of transferring. I guess it's not really that much transferring, I was gonna say, because I have to have him sitting in his wheelchair to do his oral care anyways. So I don't know. We'll see. But he did really well. I asked him earlier if he wanted to FaceTime his brother Brennan, and he said no. But then I put on some football for him. He actually wanted to watch a little bit of football today, so we'll see if he keeps interest in it. He hasn't been interested in football at all in months, so maybe watching some today, now that he's feeling better and moving better and speaking better, he'll be more interested, because he's getting back to like his old self a little bit. So I did like bombard him with a FaceTime call. I FaceTimed Brennan in my room on the iPad and walked it out to Casey and just put it in front of him. It did cheer Casey up. I think he had honestly forgotten. He said no, but they talked for a little bit. They talked about football. Brennan was really impressed with the improvement that Casey has compared to his previous conversation with him like a month or two ago, at least. So, you know, huge improvements have been made. Casey's talking more and it makes more sense when he talks. Sometimes, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still very jumbled. Some of it does not make sense at all, but we're getting there. So he was able to talk to Brennan for a little bit. I'm gonna, when I get back from the store, see if maybe I can bombard him with like a Shay phone call, since he hasn't talked to Shay in a while. We'll see. I'll have to gauge it. So Shay and Hannah, if you're watching this and we don't get to FaceTime you today, I'm sorry. It's because things just did not work out with him, like cognitively, or you know, maybe he's sleeping when I get home. So you never know. It is a long day, especially after yesterday. Talking really wears him out, and he did walk really far today. So, and he's been doing some hand exercises with those grippy things, because he is not allowed to use weights, like the weights for exercises, until he gets his grip strength up to a certain like resistance, per his occupational therapist, because he's afraid he's gonna like lose control of the weight and drop it on his head or something. So I appreciate the caution. I'm trying to figure out where I need to go at Walmart. I've only been here once. I think I need to go that way. Of course, there's just a ton of traffic right here though. So yeah, things are going well. Getting this shelf heading to the grocery store. I'm gonna try to be gone less than an hour, but I'll probably be in this parking lot for about an hour. So this is not where I need to be. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna go figure my life out. I will check in with you guys later. So I don't know if I'm just like really bad at grocery shopping, because I always seem to spend like a literal fortune. I did get a lot of stuff, but I didn't save as much money as I thought I would. I went rogue and I got a lot of stuff that wasn't on my shopping list, so that's part of the problem. But Casey and I are not like sides people. Like, we do make sides with dinner, but it's not usually like a whole complete meal. Like, we'll do steak and like one side. But when people visit, like, they're not used to that. Like, they're used to like a complete meal. I think I saved like $100, but I had to get a bunch of side stuff like pastas and things like that just to go with dinners. Because we don't have a whole lot of that right now. We went through a lot of it. So had to get a bunch of that, and a lot of that cost was freaking fruit. So expensive for his fruit bowls. So that was a big portion of it, and it was like, I just spent like $310. I don't know if I said that already, but like an ungodly amount of money when I just went fucking grocery shopping. Problem is, I think I went hungry. I did get things like some frozen pizzas, so I'll show you guys when I get to the house everything I got. And I needed to get hamburger buns for pulled pork sandwiches tonight. And that's what I freaking forgot, is hamburger buns, because I couldn't find the bread aisle. I passed it, I think, really early on. And then I forgot to go back once I got to like the registers, because I have unmedicated ADHD and something else caught my eye. So here we are, $300 later. At one point I did see the total over $400, so I did save a decent amount, but I spent more than I thought I would. But we shouldn't have to go grocery shopping for a while, unless it's to stock up on things like we need weekly, like fruit and milk. So I also got some stuff for like our meal plan this week, which I planned out on Saturday. So this is me trying to justify spending that much freaking money. But I'll show you guys everything I got when I get home. Side note, how cute is this little street? I love being back in the South because I love just seeing the Spanish Moss again. But this is the road home, and you'll see like the golf course here in just a second. So the golf course is off to the right hand side once we get up there. But it's just like the cutest little area. You do have to be careful because the golf course does cross the road, so like there'll just be rogue golf carts like coming out of nowhere that don't look both ways before they're turning. So here's the golf course right here. Still haven't seen an alligator, which is pretty rude if you ask me. But I don't know if you guys can see up ahead, there was just a golf cart, I think, that crossed the road. So here's the golf course right here, the clubhouse. They have like a little putting green right here off to the right hand side. And then this is where the golf carts pass through right here. It really makes me miss golfing, and it makes me miss working at a golf course. So Hunter and John and Carly and Chris, whoever is in here, I don't even know who's in here. I miss you guys, and I miss working with everybody. So we are coming up to my neighborhood. Check it in a minute. So I am unloading groceries. Casey is set up with a 20-minute preview on YouTube TV to watch the 49ers game. I bought alcohol-free Guinness for a beef stew, Irish beef stew that I'm gonna make this week. So he gets to have a beer, non-alcoholic beer, in his 49ers cup while watching TV. So trying to keep it as normal as possible. It's like a hamburger helper type style deal. Some mac and cheese, smash burgers. These are one of Casey's go-to favorite snacks. At Walmart, I got myself a new Circle water bottle. The one I have is like a giant, like Stanley sized one, and it's a little clunky to carry around. So I got this to like take room to room in the car with me or whatever. I got Sargento cheese bakes, so hopefully he likes these. They had a BOGO on beef or on chicken broth. So I got a beef and a bone, or a chicken. I got Casey some, let's see, so now that his thrush is gone and he's not sensitive to temperatures anymore, it's twitching so bad. I got him non-dairy ice creams, so we'll see if he can tolerate those. I got a bunch of fruits for his yogurt bowls because the ones we have like that. Pizza rolls were the giant bags, buy one get one free, so those are always a plus to have, especially when he just wants like a snack. Hey babe, you can't put your beer on top of your plate, it's gonna spill. Okay. Celery for beef stew. Because I'm a child, SpongeBob popsicles. And again, spent a lot of money, but we're restocking freezers, so. And also, fruit is expensive. So these were 2 for $8 for all of these. Blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries. Cake mix for Casey so that he can have a snack. We are very lactose intolerant in this house, so I got Fairlife fat-free milk, Fairlife chocolate milk for Casey, and then for me, for whenever I find all of my coffee bar stuff, coconut milk for my drinks. These were not BOGO, maybe these were. These were buy one get one free, the Rouse brick oven pizzas, so. A big thing that Casey likes is egg noodles, so like butter noodles with Italian seasoning and pasta and chicken or ground beef in it. So that's a quick and easy snack. The grocery store only had these tiny things of stew meat, and I'm trying to make a big giant batch, like a double batch of Irish beef stew. So, shit, I forgot red wine. I have to go back to the store at some point before I make that because I do have red wine. I lied. It takes like a cup of red wine. And I was saying that I'm trying to do sides. So these ones were buy one get one free. So those, pasta salads, Pop-Tarts, I think were buy one get one free. Or like there was like 2 for so many dollars. So I got Casey s'mores and brown sugar. And like I said before, oatmeal is a staple in this house right now. So Vanessa got us the dual pack of strawberries and cream and then peaches and cream oatmeal, so that'll be used. We have some in the pantry already, a couple boxes. And then I have apple cinnamon protein oatmeal, but I got a box of the Kodiak protein, which is 12 grams of protein, blueberries and cream that we mix with any of the flavors. But I also found this, I've never seen this before. It's Immunity oatmeal. So this one is raspberry and strawberry, which he's had before and he really liked it. And then this one is Immunity strawberry peach. So it seems like a lot of oatmeal, but he eats 2 packs a day. Today he ate 2 packs and then he said he wanted more. So we opened a pack of the apple cinnamon, and because it's protein, it makes a little bit more, which he only took like 3 or 4 bites out of. But we saved the rest of it for tomorrow, so we'll just add some hot water to that. So it seems like a lot of oatmeal and it seems excessive, but we go through it so fast. So, and that's why I had it on the wish list, because it's something that gets eaten literally every day. Just like these guys. So these ones were buy one get one free. And I know I just bought the big pack of unflavored applesauce at Costco, but if I can get buy one get one free cinnamon, I'm gonna do that. So I got 2 of these. And then some mini tater tots. I got myself a pomegranate peach passion white tea, which I'm gonna drink right now because it's hot as shit outside. And then mini cucumbers to redo his cucumber jars. And then when I was at Walmart, not only did I get my little cube shelf, and my little water bottle, I also got a 3-in-1 tailgate combo. because I feel like this will help Casey work on, like, feel more motivated to work on like throwing. So we throw the ball back and forth to each other, but if he has a goal to throw it, I think that might be better. So it's got the little, I don't know what game this is. You throw the balls on a string and it loops around there, but it also has a cornhole, and like a, I don't know, a washers thing. So you throw it on a washers in the cornhole board. I have no idea what game that is, but regardless, I think this might be, and it seems small enough to set up in my living room for him to sit in like his wheelchair and throw things. So hopefully this will work, and hopefully his PT and OT think it's a good idea. If they don't, I don't really care. So that is my outrageously expensive shopping haul. So I'm gonna go put all this shit away. Catch you guys later. Okay, it is 6:20. Today is still going really well. Haven't had a chance to ask Casey if he wants to call Shay. He's not really into talking on the phone. Like today I kind of just put the phone in front of him with Brennan. So we'll see if he's into it later after this football game, because he's actually like really interested in the football game right now. So he ate dinner. I need to go clean his teeth out before he has any snacks and more stuff gets in there. I did that last night. I cleaned him out right after he ate dinner, and it made it so much easier when it came to brushing his teeth. So we're gonna continue that route. I just reportioned out a week's worth of fruit for him. I got a bunch of fruit at Winn-Dixie at the grocery store, and it was not good. Like the strawberries were so like mushy that they kind of just mushed right into like the food chopper thing. And I'm not about that life. Like if they're mushy now on Sunday, they're gonna be extra mushy by like Tuesday, sitting in a jar. So I threw those away, which is a bummer because, you know, that's a decent amount of money, but it's okay. I'll go to Publix tomorrow and get him, or I guess I don't really need to go tomorrow because I still use some watermelon, grapes, sliced mango, blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries. So he's got plenty of fruit. So next time I know, don't get fruit from anywhere other than like Costco or Publix. So lesson learned on that. I just got 2 of my packages. It feels like a weird day because I actually got ready for the first time in months. Like I haven't done my hair. Like I haven't touched a curling iron to my hair since like December or early January maybe. I just haven't really felt like it, but seeing Casey doing so well has made me feel like it's okay to like dress up a little bit, if that makes sense. Like take time for myself because he's doing so much better. It doesn't make sense probably to anybody. It makes sense to me. Like I'm not going to put time and effort into myself if he's not feeling good. I'd rather use that energy towards him. So do I even have any scissors in here? Oh gosh. I'm still unpacking my office and I haven't found all the stuff that goes in my drawers yet, but I do know that I have a junk drawer with stuff. So as I was saying earlier, for our anniversary, I can't really do a whole lot. So this is one of the things I did get him. It is a sweatshirt, and it has zippers on the sleeves so that he can keep his sweatshirt on while he's getting his infusions for like Avastin and the immunotherapy. So he's gonna get this next week on Monday when it's our anniversary, which works because his next infusion isn't until next week or the week after. So I'm gonna get it washed so that he can wear it. Or maybe I'll just keep the tags on it so that he can see like it is new. I didn't give him a used gift. Not that he would give a shit, but. And I don't know if you guys have ever had these, but I'm obsessed with them. I haven't had them for a while, but my niece got me on them. I'm using my old phone to record on now, so that it doesn't take up all the data on my phone. So I'm looking at Casey on the camera. So, and I got him a red long sleeve thermal, and then just like a Henley style, another Henley style long sleeve shirt. So those are going to be given to him next week on Monday. Maybe I'll get him like another pair of sweatpants or another pair of shorts or something. Just more comfortable clothes, since that's what we're doing right now. Maybe I'll get him like a nicer pair of khakis, like the ones that he has that are all ripped. But yeah, it's been a pretty good day. It's hot shit outside. Got some grocery shopping done. Tomorrow he has speech therapy. I don't know if he has like any other therapies. The only therapist that's messaged me so far is speech. So he has speech therapy tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. I think it's going to go really well because he's talking really well. So, all right. I'll see you guys after he goes to bed to let you know how the rest of the day went. Okay, it is 10:20. Casey's in bed. I just gave him his Keppra. I realized it was late giving it to him by an hour. He went to bed at like 8:30, which is earlier than normal. So it kind of like threw things off. Actually, I think it was closer to 8. I have no idea. Kind of threw things off as far as like routine goes, so it got pushed a little bit, but that's okay. I just put my shelf together, and joke's on me because I didn't look at the size because I assumed it's a 9 freaking cube shelf. My other ones are from Better Homes and Gardens, so I have 3 of them. I have a 12 cube, a 4 cube, and the 9 cube that was in my office. And what I like about the Better Homes and Gardens one is they seem sturdier because it's thicker on the sides. But the Mainstays one that I got today is thin like this all the way around because they didn't have a white or any Better Homes and Gardens one. So I had to sacrifice and get the Better Homes or the Mainstays one, which I shouldn't have because it's a fraction of the size. So I have the cubes that go inside of like the holes for the cube organizer and for the one like the size that I have, and they're way too big for the shelf I just bought. So I already had it open and started putting it together, and I was like, this is way too small. But I'm not about to undo all the stuff that I did. And it took like industrial strength to get that stupid box open because the glue was so strong. So I was like, I'm not gonna put it all back in here and then try to seal it back up and see if Walmart will take it back, because I'm an idiot and didn't think to look at sizes. So my mom was like, well, just put it in another room, it's fine. So we kept it, and it's put together, and it's way too small. So now I either need to order one or something. I don't know. Look at Target and see if they have something similar to the ones that I have that are the sizes that I have. So I'm really frustrated about that. But Casey got to FaceTime Shay for a little bit. He didn't talk to Shay as much as he did Brennan, but it was also like the end of the day, so I think he was just tired. His brain might have been a little overstimulated from watching the football game. But he's doing good. He ended the day well. Again, we have speech therapy tomorrow, so I need to... I don't want speech therapy to come and all this shit's in my house because it's a disaster in here because we only have 1 trash can to go outside. So we're using it for recycling and for the garbage because I'm too lazy to call the actual garbage company and see if they'll give us an extra garbage can. But I can't throw garbage away right now because it's full of recycling boxes. So, what did I just put together? Oh, the lift. It's from the lifts. So it's full of the 2 boxes from both of the lifts have that trash can completely full. So I can't put more boxes in there. Like the box from this bookshelf, nothing will fit in it. And I can't put trash in there like this. I can't cut down the styrofoam and put the trash or put it in the trash because our trash can has recycling in it and we don't put the trash out until tomorrow. So things are a little chaotic over here. But I brought that on myself because I refused to call to get an extra trash can, I guess. I don't know if everybody has 1 trash can or if they have 2, but so we're just waiting to get the can emptied so we can fill it back up in one day So it'll come. The thing I like about this neighborhood is the trash. It's recycling on Sundays. Like it goes out for early Monday morning pickup. Monday night, trash goes out for early Tuesday morning pickup. And then I think Thursday, trash goes out again for Friday morning pickup. So trash runs twice a week here. So that's been really, really helpful, especially as we're getting stuff unpacked and like grocery shopping and stuff like that. Being able to just take it out twice a week. So yeah, I'm going to try to clean up these rooms as much as possible so it's not a disaster. And I'm going to go shower and go to bed since Casey's already in bed. I did a catheter a little bit ago, and like I did one 2 or 3 hours before that. It might have been like 3 or 4 hours before that. I have no idea. A couple hours before that. But the one I just did before he went to sleep was 800. That's insane. I didn't even know he had that much to drink today. But yeah, I think he enjoyed having his little non-alcoholic Guinness. And I bought that intentionally because it's a football day and I wanted him to feel normal. Because he would normally drink beer on Sundays out of his 49ers glass. We didn't change him into like a jersey or anything because I got home after the game had started from the stores. So the game has already started, so I was just worried about getting it on the TV. But I think having the beer and the game on was like reminiscent to him. So I think that was good for him. But it's not something I want to continue doing because I'm not a big fan of alcohol. And I know it's non-alcoholic, but I don't want him to start like wanting to drink again because obviously he can't. That puts him at risk for a brain bleed because of the alcohol. So I've never been a big fan of like drinking. So like Sundays when he would drink wasn't something I would look forward to, or like when he would drink a lot, like talking on the phone or whatever. It's not something I would look forward to. So I don't want him to get in the habit of having non-alcoholic beer. And then, because like when my dad was here, he has like bottles, like a bottle of bourbon, I think, in a cabinet. So when Casey starts getting mobile, I don't want him to see that and think it's okay to have a drink because he's been drinking non-alcoholic beer and he doesn't realize it's non-alcoholic. So I don't know. I just have conflicting emotions about it. I only got it because I need it to make the beef stew. So I don't know that it's something we'll continue, but we'll see. We shall see. But I hope everybody had a good Sunday, and I will see you guys tomorrow.